Hi everyone, this is Dr. Miller. I'm sitting in my office on a weekend getting ready for the semester. I apologize, I have my hat on, have my baseball hat on. Usually I'm outside with the kids on the weekend, but I'm here with you guys getting ready for the semester, so just bear with me. I wasn't able to change the view, so I had to pause the video and start a new one. We were talking about assimilation and accommodation. And so I want you to think about first the concept schema or scheme. When we have a scheme, think of it as a mental folder that we have of every concept. And so when we think about the concept for a dog, we have all of these characteristics that we think of that describe what a dog is. That's in our mental folder. Just like if we had a mental folder for cars. When we think about a car, we think about a smaller vehicle, good gas mileage, higher gas mileage, four doors maybe, a trunk, can seat four more people. Okay, so whenever I think about that, that's my mental folder that I have about cars. That's my car schema. Same thing if I'm thinking about trucks. All of those characteristics, when I think about what a truck is, a truck has a bed in the back. A truck can haul things. Trucks can tow heavy objects. A truck can hold fewer people. It can be a four-wheel drive. Just various characteristics that only describe trucks. So that is my truck mental folder. That is my truck schema. So whenever I'm looking at, for example, if I'm looking at vehicles, I may see this vehicle here, okay? And I think, okay, let me look at it. I see all of the different characteristics, and I think to myself, okay, that's a car. And it's not something that things that we know, that we're readily familiar with. Of course, we don't have to sit and think about it that quickly, but we know right away that this fits into my car schema. So through the process of assimilation, I can fit, if I look at an object and it automatically fits into a current schema, that means we are going through the process of assimilation. We are assimilating that knowledge into something we already know. If I am looking at this right here, say, oh gosh, has larger wheels, it looks stronger, has a bed in the back. That tells me that that is a truck. So I'm going to place this in my truck folder, my truck mental folder, my truck schema, using the process of assimilation. Another one. It's smaller, has four wheels, it has a trunk. It looks like it holds between 4 to 5 people. Okay, that tells me, using the process of assimilation again, I can assimilate this into my existing knowledge. And so again, I know this is going to fit into my car folder. So now I see this for the very first time. And I think, okay, it's like big as a truck. But it's kind of enclosed like a car, has lots of storage, but it doesn't have a trunk. Doesn't quite fit into my car schema or my truck schema. So I'm thinking I may have to create a new schema for this. Okay, as all of you know, this is an SUV. So now I've created a new mental folder for SUV with all of those characteristics that describe what an SUV is. So when I have to create a new schema, when I'm creating a new mental folder, that means now I'm going through the process of accommodation instead. So here is my SUV. Here is my new schema. And I'm going to, through the process of accommodation, I am placing this in my SUV folder, okay, my SUV mental folder through the process of accommodation. So next time, so the next vehicle I see again, okay, again, oh, that looks like an SUV. Well, I've already created a schema for SUV. So am I still going through the process of accommodation in order to put this in my SUV mental folder, in my SUV schema? No, I'm not. My mental folder is already created, so now I'm actually going through the process of assimilation to place this in my SUV schema. So assimilation, think about it, already falls within your existing knowledge. You can just place it in that mental folder. However, accommodation, this is whenever you come across a new concept. It looks different. You have to think about it differently. You have to create an actual new schema in order to interpret it. But once that schema is created, the next time you see it, the next time you use that concept, you're going through assimilation. Okay? Hope that helps distinguish between assimilation and accommodation. And on Blackboard, you'll also find more examples that give you concrete examples of specific examples of assimilation and accommodation.